also might be a remaster, redo this circus book entitled If I Ran the Circus by Dr. Seuss. Hope you enjoy this as you step right up, come to the mid-top of a circus story. In all the whole town, the most wonderful spot is behind Sneelock's store in the big vacant lot. It's just the right spot for my wonderful plans, said young Morris McGurk, if I clean up the cans. Now a fellow like me, said young Morris McGurk, could get rid of this junk with a half hour's work. I could hang up those weeds and chop down the dead tree and haul up those old tars. There are just 2 or 3, and then the whole place will be ready, you see. All ready to put up the tents for my circus. I think I'll call it the Circus McGurkus. The Circus McGurkus, the greatest show on the face of the earth or wherever you go. The Circus McGurkus, the cream of the cream. The Circus McGurkus, the circus supreme. The Circus McGurkus, colossal, stupendous, astounding, fantastic, terrific, tremendous. I'll bring in my acrobats, jugglers, and clowns from 1,033 faraway towns to the place that you see him in. Ladies and gents, right behind Sneelock's store in the great McGurk tents. And I don't suppose old Mr. Sneelock will mind when he suddenly has a big circus behind. After all, Mr. Sneelock is one of my friends. He might even help out doing small odds and ends. Doing little old jobs, it could be of some aid, such as selling balloons in the pink lemonade. I think 500 gallons will be about right. And then I'll be ready for opening night. What an opening night! What a night! What a sight! Hoist up the curtains. The crowds will crowd in. And my circus McGurkus will promptly begin with a welcoming toot on my welcoming horn. By my horn-tooting apes from the jungles of Jorn, where the very best horn-tooting apes are all born, cause the very fresh air there is fine for their lungs. And some of those fellows have 2 or 3 tons. This way, step right in. This way, ladies and gents. My sideshow starts here, and the first of my tents. When you see what goes on, you'll say, no other circus is, have the great circus, the Circus McGurkus is, here on stage 1, from the ocean of Ulf. In a sight most amazing old walrus named Rolf, who could stand on one whisker, this wonderful Rolf. On the top of 5 balls, 2 for tennis-free golf, is a marvelous trick, if I say so myself. And on stage number 2, here is something quite new, from a country called From. Come this drum tummy snum, who can drum any tune, this that you might call air to hum, doesn't hurt him a bit, cause his drum tummy's numb. And you meet the Foon, the remarkable Foon, who eats sizzling hot pebbles that fall of the moon. And the reason he likes them red hot, it appears, is he greatly enjoys blowing smoke from his ears. Of course, pebbles like this are quite hard to collect, but Sneelock will manage some, I expect. After all, Mr. Sneelock is one of my friends, and I'm sure he'll have out doing small odds and ends. And on stage number 4, see the Willy Walloo, who can throw his long tail as a sort of lasso, with a flip of the hip with a tail of this kind. He can capture whoever is standing behind. He can capture old Sneelock, I'm sure he won't mind. And now here is a hoodwinked, who winks in his winged hood without a good winged hood. A hoodwinked can't wink good, and folks, let me tell you, there's only one circus with winged hood and hook wings, the Circus McGurkus. The show of all shows, there's no other showman who shows you a show with a blindfolded bowman. The blindfolded bowman from a Brigger Barut, the world's sharpest sharpshooter. Look at him shoot. Through the holes in 4 donuts, 2 hairs on a worm, and the knees of 3 birds without making them squirm, and then through a crab apple on the head. of Sneelock, who likes to help out, as I've said. And now come to the spot where the spotlight is hot. And you see in the spotlight a juggling jaunt who can juggle some stuff you might think it could not. Such as 22 question marks, which is a lot, as also 44 commas, and also one dot. That's the kind of a Circus McGurgus I've got. But that's just my sideshow. A start, a beginning, this way to the big tent. You'll find your head spinning, while ladies and gentlemen, youngsters and oldsters, your hands will quite likely spin right off your shoulders. So hurry, step lively, quick, ladies and gents, and get into your seats in my tent of all tents. Parade is about to commence. You'll see drum major Sneelock playing his baton, and my organ McGurgus come on with its constant height of the old brass-plated tin snorting of all sorts of snorts, and a bumbling din that is super stupendous, stupendous, stupendous. And when I play Dixie, please join the chorus. Then a fluff muffled trumpet will ride on a huffle, and next in the line a fine flummox will shuffle. The flummox will carry a lunch in a pail, and the fiddle will carry the flummox's tail. While on top of the flummox, free harp twining and snarp, while twain mighty twains on that free snubber harp. While a bolster blows blutes on a free nozzle blueser, a noster blows flutes on a one nozzle newser, and then comes a lion who's partly a trout. Free more stuff for 45 minutes about. And then behind them while everyone stares, come my to and fro marchers who march in 5 layers. The fro's and march on twos, the twos march on fro's. Don't know how they do it, but that's how it goes. And now comes an act of enormous. No performers perform this performance. This stunt is too grimly, seemingly frightening. Down from the top of my tent like greased lightning, through ponds full of logs, a big stick of a tree slides a man on his wall steeds. And he'll steal without fear, and you know at a glance, that's Sneelock, the man who takes chance after chance, and he won't even rip a small hole in his pants. And out here in this cage is a beast most ferocious, who is known far and wide as a spotted atrocious, who growls, howls, and yells the most blood-curdling sounds. And each tooth of his mouth weighs at least 60 pounds, and it chews up and eats with the greatest of ease things like carpets and sidewalks and people and trees. But the great Colonel Sneelock is just like I, of a man who can tame him. I'm sure he won't mind. Then I'll let Sneelock off for a few minutes rest, while high over your head you'll see the best of the world's finest, fanciest breezy trapezing in a zoo troop from West Upper Bendizings, who never quite know while they zoop and they zoom, well, wherever which will catch that one, or who will catch whom, or who will catch which by the what and just where, or just when and just how in which part of the air. Aye, what a circus! My circus McGurgus, my workers love work, they say work us, please don't work us. We'll work and we'll work up so many surprises you'll never see half if you have 40 eyes. And now, against Sneelock, Barry Sneelock is back, risking life on my pansy life risking track. While the speedsters I call my colliding collusion race around swift cars called Operation Contusions. It's Sneelock just like there. No, I bite excited. Not one bit excited. I know he won't mind. He'll be simply delighted. And here in a contest of brute strength and muscle, Kid Sneelock, my champ of all chance, will now tussle and wrestle a beast called the Grizzly Ghastly. I slap him around, then he'll slam him down fastly. A and pin both his shoulders tight flat to the mat. Kid Sneelock will love it, I'm sure about that. And while that goes on there, look at this going here. Have you heard of through horns jumping deer? Every deer jumps through horns of another pell-mell. Well, his horns are jumped through at the same time as well, by a deer whose horns also are being jumped through by another who's having his horns jumped through too, which I'm sure trainer Sneelock can train them to do. Then the whole tent will ring with hurrays and wild shouts when I wheel in my whales and they turn on their spouts. First, my whale number one with an aim that aims true. Spout to spout, that spelled Sneelock to whale number two. And then whale number two spout to spout like a gun. And that spouts Sneelock right back to whale one. And then forwards and backwards and spout after spout. My great spout rider Sneelock gets spouted about, just as long as the water that is spouted hose out. Then my tournament knights, noble eights without fear, Sir Hector, Sir Vector, Sir Boss, and Sir Beers, Sir Hawkins, Sir Dawkins, Sir Johnson, Sir Jeers, clad into the tent, and while everyone cheers, stage a rouse about joust with their boxing glove spears. And while this darkness goes on below, at the top of the tent, look, the star of my show, great daredevil Sneelock. The world's bravest type, he guns pull through the air by free soup grand snipe. On a dingus contraption attached to his pipe, and while people below are all turning chalk white, and all biting their fingernails off in their fight, Ray Sneelock shows up to their mind. Then he shakes himself loose. He starts down in a dive, such as no man on earth could come out of alive. But he smiles as he falls, and no fear does he feel. His nerves are like iron, his muscles are like steel, and he plunges down, with his hair still cold meat, for 1,692 feet. Then he'll land in a fishbowl, he'll manage just fine. Don't ask how he'll manage, that's his job, not mine. Why he'll be here, of course he'll mind, when he finds out he has a big circus behind. The end. Hope you like this, it's straight from the bit top, with a big thumbs up.